Hi everybody. Today we're going to do equivalent expressions. So our warm-up is two problems. If I look at this expression that it wants me to factor, I need to say, hey, wait a minute, I can't factor this yet. First I have to combine my like terms. So I'm going to underline, squiggle, squiggle. So if I combine my like terms, I'm going to say, what's 3x plus 2x? Well, 5x. What's 5 plus 10? 15. Now that I have two terms and all my like terms are combined, I can factor it. And I'm going to say, what is the greatest common factor between 5 and 15? Well, that's going to be 5. So if I factor out a 5, I'm going to say, what's 5x divided by 5? That's going to be 1x plus, what's 15 divided by 5? 3. That's my answer. Let's look at the other problem. I've got negative x plus 4x plus 9. So first, I'm going to combine my like terms. Negative x plus 4x is 3x plus 9. What's the greatest common factor between 3 and 9? It's going to be 3. If I take out a 3, I'm going to say 3x divided by 3 is x plus, I'm saying plus because I'm bringing it down, 9 divided by 3 is 3. So, there you go. That's what factoring the expressions look like when I have to combine like terms first. Now, this does say using your algebra tiles. So we can use algebra tiles. You could either draw them, or if you want, you could do them online. If you want to do them online, let me know, and I'll send you a link. So remember, our algebra tiles were either blue or red. So if I have 2x plus 4, 2x plus 4, that's going to be 2 long algebra tiles and then 4 little ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. If I have 3x plus 2, that's going to give me 3 long ones and 2 little ones. And there's my plus in between. If I combine them, I'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 x's and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'd have 5x plus 6. All we did was add them together. This is just a review of what we've done before. So let's look at the next one. I've got 3x plus 2, 1, 2, 3, 2 small ones, and then plus, notice this is a negative 6. Remember when we worked on these, we said that the red was negative. So here's my x's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But notice I have 3, 1, 2, 3. So that's negative 6 x plus 3. Now, if I combine them, this is where the algebra tiles would come in handy. If I have 3 red ones and 3 blue ones, that would cancel out. So that means that when I combine them, that would leave me with 3 red ones, which is a negative 3x. And if I have my singles, I have 2 here and 3 there. So that's going to give me 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's what my answer would be. Remember, this is just a review of what we did before. So, sorry I'm wobbly. I'm still trying the best way to figure out how to hold this iPad. Select all that are equivalent to 5x plus 3 minus x plus 3. I'm going to underline my x's. Remember, that has to stay negative. I'm going to underline with squiggles my numbers. So if I say 5x minus 1x, that's going to be 4x. And then 3 plus 3 is 6. So I am looking for things that are equivalent to 4x plus 6. Well, I know it's not the first one. Here's one that looks like I need to distribute it. So if I distribute it, I'm going to say, what's 2 times 2x? 4x. What's 2 times 3? 6. Well, that's exactly what I had. Here's the answer right there, 4x plus 6. And then 6 plus 4x. Well, that's the same thing, just reversed. I'm going to check that too. Now, I'm going to show you something. That's a surprise. Right? Oh, where'd she go? There she is. This is Onyx. She's my other cat. She's up here on my desk trying to work with me. That's going to give you today's word of the day, onyx. Back to our problem. 4. Select all that are equal to 3 times 2x plus 5. I'm going to distribute. I'm going to draw my arrows just because I like to. I'm going to say, what's 3 times 2x? 6x. 3 times 5? 15. Then I'm going to look at this and say, what is equivalent to 6x plus 15? Well, not all of these are in simplest form. One of them I need to combine. But right away I can see the first one is equal to it. The second one is not. It's 6x plus 5. I have 15. And here comes Oreo. Oreo, scoot your legs. Sorry, guys. They have to know what's going on. So it's not the second one, but if I do an underline, and combine the like terms there, I'm going to get 6x plus Oreo. Stop rubbing on the iPad. Come on. 6x plus 15. Well, that one works. And the last one is 5x plus 8. That does not work. So that's my answers. Now we've got the last one. It says select all values equal to negative 4/5. So I need to have these fractions that are negative 4/5. That means that I need to look at this and remember my rules. When I multiply a negative times a negative, it's a negative. When I divide a negative times a negative, it's a positive. Did I just say that wrong? When I multiply a negative times a negative, it's a positive. When I divide a negative by a negative, it's a positive. A positive times a positive is a positive. A negative times a positive is a negative. So let's just review those rules over here. When I multiply negatives, it equals a positive. When I divide negatives, it equals a positive. When I have positives, it's a positive. So look at this pattern. When I have two of the same sign, it's always positive. When I have two different signs, so if I have a negative times a positive, that gives me a negative. If I have a negative divided by a positive, that gives me a negative. If the signs are different, the result is a negative. If the signs are the same, the result is a positive. Now, let's go back to these numbers over here. I've got a negative divided by a negative. That means that that is a positive. That's not the same. This has three things going on. So first, I'm going to say, what's a negative divided by a negative? A positive. So that makes this fraction positive. But then there's a negative sign out. That means that it's negative. This is just negative. This is a negative times a negative. That's going to be positive. That's just got the sign in the denominator. That means it's negative. So if I want things that are equal to negative 4/5, I'm going to check this one, and that one. So that's our equivalent expression review. Let me know if this was better. I know the cats are getting in the way, but that's the way life goes. Don't forget to do your attendance. Talk to you later. Bye.